Station of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program. No wifey today on camera, which means my numbers will tank. Anyway, so we do our courtesy trip through the American League this afternoon. We go back to Wednesday, September 7th, 1949, late December 1963. Oh, what a night for the Yankees and the Boston Red Sox, and I'll be handling the Red Sox. It's nothing to do with me handling the Yankees. It's probably the last time I'll have to play the Red Sox this year. The Yankees are 84-49, and they will go with Super Chief Ali Reynolds on the hill as he's looking for win number 13 on the season. Double-digit lead over Cleveland. Magic number is 12. By my count, they have 20 games to go after this, although there's about 26 days to go in the season, so don't know if they got rainouts or what. Anyway, so the Yankees again on the playoff groove as they are tropping through what should be an easy win in the American League. Not sure they get to 100 wins. They could only lose 5 more this season to do that. In fact, you know what? The only time Casey Stengel ever got to 100 wins was the year he didn't make the World Series in 1954. Red Sox are 72-62. They're going to go with Jack Kramer on the mound today. Red Sox are not going to win the American League. They're still technically alive, but heaven and earth would have to move a lot for the Red Sox to do it, and they would still have to jump over the Cleveland Indians to do it. So, not overall, not a bad year for the Red Sox, but not what we expected. Next week, our 3 games feature the New York Giants, twice against the Dodgers and once against the St. Louis Cardinals. The Giants' fate should be determined next week right here on Retro Sports Network. But today, it's Ali Reynolds and Jack Kramer on a beautiful Chamber of Commerce night in the Bronx. Let's play some baseball, shall we? As Retro Sports Network presents Major League Replay 1949. Today, or tonight from Yankee Stadium, it is the New York Yankees and the Boston Red Sox. And today's game is brought to you by DigitalDice.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. You can also find them on Dave's channel on YouTube, by the way. And yesterday we did too much. How much time is too much? How long should it? Just find it. Dave had the right word for it, and I can't think of it. On the mound today for the Yankees is Ali Reynolds. Super Chief is 34. He throws the fastball 85 and a standard pitcher. He has 4 more starts after this in the cards. Against the Red Sox, 4 previous starts. Hey, John, how are you? 23 innings, 21 hits. He's only allowed 5 runs, and only 4 of those are earned. 15 walks and 12 strikeouts. He's 3-0 against the Sox with an ERA of 1.57. His last start, as we wait for this, was against the Senators on the 3rd. 7 innings, a 1-run ball, 7 hits, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. So overall, 12-7 with a 3.78 ERA, 174 innings, 173 hits, 84 runs, just 3 homers. 73 of those runs are earned. He's walked 110 and struck out 92. And this will be the lineup he'll face on this Wednesday night. Dom DiMaggio leads off in center, so Dom and Joe against each other. Johnny Pesky at third will bat second. Ted Williams in left will bat third. Vern Stevens at short cleans up. Bobby Doerr at second will bat fifth. Al Zarella in right field will bat sixth. Billy Goodman at first will bat seventh. Benny watching from the stands. Bertie Tibbetts, the pride and joy of Burlington, Vermont, behind the plate, batting eighth. And Jack Kramer, not the one that wrote the theme for Dallas, is pitching, batting ninth. Defensively for the Yankees, Charlie Keller is a 2 and a 4 in left. Joe DiMaggio a 10 and 8 in center. Cliff Mapes a 3 and a 6 in right. Bobby Brown is a 4 at third. The Scooter, Phil Rizzuto, a 10 at short. Jerry Coleman a 4 at second. Billy Johnson is a 2 at first. No Henrik tonight. But you do get Yogi Berra back behind the plate. He's a 10 and a 10. And Reynolds is an 8 on the mound with a .958 fielding percentage. All right, so I've installed the Windows patch. I've installed the Action PC Baseball patch. Let's see how delayed we are today. Dommy at 306, 9 homers and 56 RBI. He has scored 106 runs, and that's a ground ball to short. Rizzuto, snap throw to first. That's more like it, 1 out. So we've cleaned things up. I shaved, I showered. I'm wearing a little Old Spice, but the wife's not coming in. Here's Johnny Pesky, 280, 2 homers, and 47 RBI. Alley deals, and he draws the walk. Mr. Gardner suggested, and I think he's right, that part of the reason why we were so slow was I had a Windows update waiting to come out. Reynolds lost Pesky, by the way, on 4 pitches. Here's Teddy Williams, 344, 35 home runs, 37 doubles, 118 RBI. And this is game 135 for the Red Sox. So he's not going to drive in 159. That's a pretty sweet season nonetheless. Reynolds deals, and there's a fly ball right center field. Mapes coming in, makes the catch. And Pesky goes back to first. 2 out for Stevens. Vern at 264. 28 homers and 110 RBI. Reynolds winds and deals. And Stevens draws the walk. I believe it was one of the updates, Dave. Yeah, full count pitch in the dirt on the fastball, and there's runners on first and second for Bobby Doerr. Bobby at 271, 20 homers, and 97 RBI. So, Dave, I think it was a combination of I needed to patch the game, and the last patch came out on the 20th of May, and the Windows update, and I did that last night. So, it's running much faster now. The homepage for Dave Cook Sports needs some updating, though. They're still announcing the football game as maybe coming out on April 28th, and today's June 10th. Pitch from Reynolds. Fly ball to left. Keller will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Red Sox do not score. They leave 2 on. No runs, no hits, no errors. Half an inning in the books. It's the Red Sox nothing. Here come the Yankees. Jack Kramer has won his last 3 decisions. This is his 14th start of the year. But, as the Red Sox have underperformed in general, he is 7-7 with a save and an earned run average of .619. And to quote Dana Carvey, that's bad. That's very bad. Tribe fan, how are you? Happy Friday Eve. Against the Yankees, Kramer has been in 3 games, started twice, and the Yankees have Christmas treated him. 17 2/3 innings, 25 hits, 18 runs, 17 earned. He has walked and struck out 6. So against the Bombers, 0-2, with an earned run average of .866. It's a great share price, but not a good ERA. Fastball pitcher at 84, and the standard pitcher, he's 31 years old. He last went against the A's on the 2nd, so he's on full rest. 9 innings in a win. The Red Sox offense bailed him out. 11 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned. He's walked 3 and struck out 3. So overall, 109 innings, 134 hits, 9 home runs, 80 runs in total, 75 earned. He has walked 43 and struck out 25. He lost to the Yankees on August 11th, allowing 4 runs and going the distance. Here's how the Yankees line up. Phil Rizzuto leads off at short. Cliff Mapes will bat second and play right. Bobby Brown will bat third. He's hitting .319, by the way. Not that Casey Stengel cares. Joe DiMaggio in center field cleans up, hitting .386. What a monster half a year for DiMaggio. and the Yankees will have him in the World Series. Yogi Berra hitting .250, batting 5th. Charlie Keller in left will bat 6th. Billy Johnson at first going 7th. Jerry Coleman at second going 8th, and Reynolds threw 22 pitches in his half of the first will bat 9th. Defensively for the Red Sox, Ted Williams a 5 and a 5 in left. Phil Rizzuto is money, and you can find him at the money store. Dami is a 9 and an 8 in center. Al Zarilla is a 5 and a 6 in right. Johnny Pesky a 10 at third. Vern Stevens a 7 at second, a short. Bobby Dorr a 10 at second. Billy Goodman is a 9 at first. And Bertie Tebbett's a 5 and a 6 behind the plate. Jack Kramer is a 5 on the mound. And Dave, I don't know if you saw the message I left for you, but I had the same problem trying to send you a certain file that you had with others. It got bounced. Rizzuto at 293, 8 homers and 75 RBI. And there's a ground ball to Kramer, over to Goodman, 1 out. So, Tribe fan, if you watch some of the slow performances the last couple days, we had a Windows update that was queued. We took care of that, and we patched the game to its latest patch, which I believe is May 20th or 21st, and we are good to go. Here's Cliff Mapes, 283, 5 homers, and 31 RBI. Ball 4, Kramer lost him. 3-0 down and inside on the fastball. Yankees magic number, by the way, 12. Bobby Brown at 319, 2 homers and 40 RBI. And we are playing the games of September 7th. So we have a little less than a month. Runner goes, ground ball up the middle. Stevens with a diving stop behind the bag. No chance at Mapes. He throws to Brown and gets the runner there. So Mapes, in the hit and run, moves to second. And here's Joseph Paul at 386, 11 homers, and 51 RBI. Here's the pitch. And there's a ground ball, base hit right side. Zarilla will pick it up. Mapes rounds third and scores. And the Yankees go up 1-0. And that'll bring up Yogi at 250. 13 homers and 57 RBI. So Yogi not as good as his real-life numbers, but the Yankees have played so well, it really doesn't matter. Pitch from Kramer. There's a fly ball, left center field. DiMaggio goes back. Dom's there, and that will retire the side. So the Yankees get a run on a hit. They leave a runner on. We go to the second inning. It's 1-0 New York. So Zarella, Goodman, and Tebbets to face Allie Reynolds here in the second. Hope Jamie's okay. I haven't seen him this week. Zarella at 273, 5 homers, and 59 RBI. Reynolds starts the second with ball 4. So the third walk from Allie. Full count, fastball down and in. And then I'll bring up Billy Goodman. Billy at 259, 2 triples and 45 RBI. We'll have tennis for you tomorrow. Note the start time on this, because I have a hard cutoff time of about 1:40. So we're going to start at 11:55. And I'm just going to talk, and we hope to have first ball in the air between Bjorn Borg and Rafa Nadal at around noon. But I have to be done between 1:30 and 1:40. And the closer to 1:30, the better. And if we go best of 3, it's going to take to 1:30. So it'll be Nadal. I wish I could do 5. It's going to be best of 3. just because of time. It took me an hour to do 2 sets between Groff and Everett. And so I got to squeeze this into a 90-minute window. So if you really want best of 5, then I got to eat lunch too. So 11:55. We'll plan to have the first ball in the air by noon. Here's Goodman. Zarella on first. It should be. It really should be. If we didn't have a definite close-off time, how long is too long? That's what we did in the show yesterday. For Ron, tomorrow, 90 minutes. Yep. So Borg and Nadal, and I'm going to control Rafa tomorrow at noon, but we'll be on at 11:55. Pitch to throw to first, Zarella back. Goodman draws the walk. Reynolds can't find it. He's walked 4. Brings up Tebbets at 275, 3 homers and 42 RBI. Got him. And 0-2 on the inside part, and there's 1 out for the pitcher, Jack Kramer, at 212 and an RBI. Jack will square. Brown and Johnson play the corners. Kramer obliges. He drops one down. Bear's only play is to first. Coleman covering. It's a good bunt. So there's 2 out. 2-4 in the sacrifice. And the runners move up 90 in Zarella and Goodman. DiMaggio 0 for 1. Reynolds, again, he's struggling with control. 39 pitches for his opening 9. Inning and 2/3. 4 walks and a strikeout. If people want a best of 5, I can always go through and tape it at some point. We'll see what we can get for this. Yeah, funny that Jack Kramer comes to bat during a tennis conversation. That's true. Good point. But for the live stream, if it goes the full 3, I'm figuring an hour and a half. Pitch to DiMaggio. Dom draws the walk, and Reynolds has walked 5 in an inning and 2/3. Casey's pulling his hair out as Johnny Pesky comes to the plate. Guess what he did his first time up? He walked. So this is the 11th Red Sox plate appearance in the game, but only 4 batters actually have been credited with an at-bat. So bases loaded, 2 out. Red Sox don't have a hit. Pitch to Pesky. And now they do. That's down the line and left. Zarella scores. Goodman comes around to score. DiMaggio slides into third. The throw goes into second. Pesky's got himself a double, and it's 2-1 Boston. So Brown, who was not blessed with great range, should have made that play. He didn't. And Pesky has his 18th double of the year. Brings up Williams. Teddy is 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Fly ball right center field. Back goes Mapes. He's going to make the catch near the scoreboard, and that will retire the side. Sox stringing 2. They score 2 on a hit and no errors. Inning and a half in the books. Johnny Pesky's double the difference. 2-1 Boston. So it'll be Keller, Johnson, and Coleman for the Yankees against Kramer. Charlie at 267, 6 homers and 23 RBI. Popped up. Door makes the catch, 1 out. Here's Billy Johnson. He might have had a pair of white shoes as well. 271, 10 homers and 51 RBI. Line drive, Kramer gets the glove up, 2 out. Here's Jerry Coleman. Jerry at 281, 2 homers and 49 RBI. There's a chopper to first. Goodman takes it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. Yankees go in order in the second. And after two, it's 2-1 Boston. 78 degrees, by the way, in the Chamber of Commerce evening in the Bronx. Wind blowing out to right at 11. Vern Stevens, Bobby Dorr, and Zarella here in the third. Stevens walked his first time up. Pitch from Reynolds. Ground ball up the middle. Rizzuto on the run, throws to first, 1 out. And now I'll bring up Bobby Dorr. No fires in the background. Well, you know, if I was a snotty person, I would say, in my best Vin Scully, any night in my hometown where you don't see smoke blowing out of a building is a good one. And that would indeed make it a Chamber of Commerce evening here in the Bronx. But I'm not a snotty person, and I won't say that. Dorr is 0 for 1. To second. Coleman over to first. 2 out. Here's Zarella. Zarella walked and scored in the second. Pitch to Al. Ground ball up the middle. Coleman in front of the bag over to first, and the Red Sox do go in order. We've played 2.5 here at Yankee Stadium. The house that Ruth built. He's going for Ruth's original team, the Red Sox, 2-1. So Reynolds, then Rizzuto and Mapes here in the third. Alley's already thrown 67 pitches through 3. My goodness me. On the year, 167, no homers and 10 RBI. Draws the beer league walk. So the 3-1 was inside, and that'll bring up Rizzuto. So Kramer's opening 9, 2+ innings, 35 pitches. The 1 hit, that was to Joe DiMaggio. He has walked 2, and the run, scored by Mr. Mapes, was earned. He drops 1 down. Tibbetts throws to Dorr covering the bag, and 1 out on the sac bunt, 2-4. Such a different game then. So Reynolds moves to second. Here's Mapes. Cliff at 283. Oh, no, I did that. He walked and scored his first time up. Saw that 0 at bat and just go right into stat reading mode. In the shallow center, Dom rides the Schwinn. He'll make the catch. Reynolds will bluff. 2 out. And that brings up Bobby Brown, who's 0 for 1. Kramer to first. Goodman. And that will retire the side. The Yankees are going to leave a runner on. No runs, no hits, and no errors. They've stranded 2 so far. After 3, 2-1 Boston. I thought I did this already. Anywho, here are the standings. The Dodgers have a half-game lead over St. Louis. Next week, Dodgers and Giants twice. Giants and Cardinals is the third game. The Giants are within 5 games. We will know the Giants' fate next week. The Cardinals are a half game out of first, and we will have both of the Brooklyn-St. Louis games left when they come up. And I believe they are in St. Louis. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and the Braves are mathematically still invested. Braves are having a good year. Actually, they're not, coming off their pennant at 67 and 69. The Yankees are 10 clear of the Indians. Magic number of 12. The Red Sox and White Sox have won 6 straight. So if you like Sox, they're on fire right now. The Red Sox are 72 and 62, but they are charging a bit too late. Red Sox have 7 left at home. The Yankees have pretty much out. Oh, the 50. The Yankees have 17 left at home, provided they play the full 154. So the Yankees, again, You can get your hot dogs, vouchers, and your playoff tickets at gates 4 and 6. Detroit still mathematically alive. Washington, the Shy Sox, the A's, and the Browns are looking forward to 1950. Billy Goodman walked and scored his first time up, then the second. And Reynolds got him to swing and miss on a 1-2 fastball. 1 out for Tebbetts, who struck out his first time up. There's a ground ball to Johnson, takes it to the bag himself for the out. 2 fast out. Here's Jack Kramer. Powerful serve and forehand. Or, that's right, as Tribe Fan says correctly, they are putting in job applications for winter work. Undertakers, truck drivers, construction. Mickey Mantle, I think, is working in a coal mine this offseason. I'm not kidding. Pitch to Kramer. There's a chopper to Coleman on the grass. He has to hurry, and that is the side retired. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's amazing how fast this goes when the game goes with you. 2-1 Boston. So Joey D, Yogi B, and Charlie K coming up for the Yankees. DiMaggio singled and drove home the lone Yankee run in the first. Kramer deals. There's a sharp grounder to short. Stevens, snap throw to first, 1 out. Brings up Yogi, who's 0 for 1. D-Day, of course, was this week. Monday was the 6th. And Yogi was one of the 150,000 Allied troops to storm the beaches at Normandy. So do you think anything on a baseball field would bother him? In the center field, DiMaggio going way back there. He makes the catch. Yogi slugged that one, but it's 463 to dead center. Or 453 to dead center. So 2 out for Keller, who's 0 for 1. Kramer winds and deals. Ground ball to door. Bobby over to first. And there's an error. So Keller will reach. It got away from Goodman. And in fact, Goodman leapt. And oh, how the heck did that hit Chuck Knobloch's mom? Oh, goodness gracious me. She got beamed in the forehead by the bad throw by Dorr. And Keller takes second base. So the Yankees have the tying run on second on the air for Billy John. Oh, Keith Olbermann's mom. I thought it was Chuck Knobloch's mom. Did I get that story wrong? Is that who he hit, Chuck Knobloch? Pitch to Johnson is a base hit into right center field. Zarella picks it up. Keller will try to score. Zarella's throw to the plate is not even close, is it? Safe. So that the game is tied at 2 on the RBI single. So the error hurts. We're tied at 2. Knobloch threw the ball that hit Olbermann's mom. I knew it was one way or the other. Can you imagine that? Hitting your own mom in the stands. Here's Jerry Coleman. He's 0 for 1. Kramer throws to first. Johnson is back. Now delivers to the plate. Coleman a bounder down to first. Goodman takes it to the bag, and that will retire the side. After that, Knobloch got sent to left field. Too bad, because when he was with the Twins, he was a really, really good second baseman. But you get the yips, and you get bad things happen. Some people come out of it productive. Let's say someone like Ricky Ankiel, who had the terrible yips in the playoff game on the mound for St. Louis against Atlanta, but fought all the way back and played center field. The Red Sox and the Yankees are always on TV. Hey, Red Sox fan here, you know. You get the New York Giants 3 times next week, by the way. Just saying. Here's DiMaggio. He's walked us 0 for 1. Reynolds threw 18, 84 pitches, 4 innings, just the 1 hit. That was the 2-run double by Pesky. He has walked 5 and struck out 2. 2-2, top of the 5th. DiMaggio 0 for 1 with a walk. To third, Brown across the way, 1 out. I suppose it'd be like going into dreamland and dreaming you're, you know, either at work or the one where you go to school naked and no one notices. I hated that dream. Here's Pesky. He had the 2-run double in the second and walked. So he's 1 for 1. Tribe fan was always happy to get a weekend series for the Indians when I was a kid on TV on Channel 43 WUAB. Prior to getting cable. Well, now everything's on cable. Pitch to Pesky. Right back up the box. Reynolds over to first. 2 out. For Williams, who's 0 for 2. Have I decided what season I'm doing next? I have not decided what season I'm doing next. I've got 3 or 4 different ideas of which late 80 season I'm doing. But remember, we don't start the season replay until December. And today is June 10th, the 32nd anniversary of my high school graduation. Teddy's 0 for 2. Just to tell you how messed up the sports world is this year. The Montreal Canadiens have made the conference final. Yes, I am just a youngster. I'll be 50 around Thanksgiving. Okay? Some of us are delighted at the fact that the Habs are in the Final Four. But just to put a 2020 Sunday on it all, they're playing in the Western Conference Final. To be the proper chum for either the Habs or the Golden Knights. And to think about Montreal being in the Western Conference makes no sense to anybody living outside of Atlantic Canada. Pitch to Williams. Ball 4. Teddy draws the walk. 6 walk for Reynolds. Here's Vern Stevens. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Alley's pitch from the stretch. To short. Rizzuto in the hole makes a diving stop over to Coleman, and that will retire the side. Commercial time here. Halfway home on a Thursday. No runs, no hits, no errors. It's the Red Sox and Yankees at 2-2. We'll be back. I'm still semi-bitter about not getting that Habs-Leafs final in '93. But yes, Toronto was in the West for years when they were in the North. Absolutely. And because we got CBC 6 on cable, we'd see the Leafs every once in a while and not every Saturday, like you do now. So was Detroit. I think that was the concession, that Toronto and Detroit were in the same division. Anyway, if you joined us late, here's how we got here. Joe DiMaggio with an RBI single in the first to score Cliff Mapes to make it 1-0 New York. And DiMaggio's hitting streak is now at 13. The Red Sox got 2 in the second. Johnny Pesky with the lone hit for Boston, a 2-run double, to make it 2-1. And then Billy Johnson singled home Charlie Keller to tie the score at 2 in the fourth. Kramer, 2 for 4, and only one of those 2 runs was earned. He has walked 2 and not struck out anybody. Allie Reynolds is only allowed the 1 hit, but he's walked 6 and struck out 2. Hockey Night in Canada on CKLW Windsor. We got it on CBMT Channel 6 Montreal. Reynolds walked his first time up. If Mr. Forsberg was here, he was watching someplace up in the UP. Kramer starts the bottom of the 5th with a ground ball to Goodman. Billy takes it to the bag himself, 1 out. So the Scooter on a 7-game hitting streak, he's 0 for 1. He also has a sack bunt. Kramer threw 18 batters, 68 pitches, 4 1/3 innings. 2 hits, 1 earned run. He's walked 2 and hasn't struck out anybody. The door error was big. Got him. He got him to look at a 2-2 fastball, strike 3. First strikeout for Kramer. Cliff is 0 for 1. He has walked and scored. Tribe Fan says in the 90s it was CKLW. One of the great Canadian top 40 stations of all time. Was home to both the Maple Leafs and the Windsor Spitfires. Junior hockey for Windsor, right? Or were they AHL club? And don't discount junior hockey. That is big business in a lot of in the towns that they are in. So yeah, Montreal gets to go to wherever we're going to get crushed by in the playoffs. And if somehow they beat Vegas or Colorado, they again would play against either Tampa or the Islanders and get to go back and forth. I'm sure those series will be 2-3-2, so there only will be 1 less crossing. It would probably not be the 2-2-1-1-1. Pitch to Mapes is a line drive to center. DiMaggio is there, and that will retire the side. Yankees, no runs, no hits, no errors. After 5, 2-2. The Spitfires are still on CKLW and OHL Junior. Magnificent hockey, the stars of tomorrow. CKLW, the Motor City. So where's Gardner with all this hockey talk today? Here's Bobby Diller. Bobby's 0 for 2. Reynolds starts the 6th with ball 4. So Allie's not been sharp. You get some knocking into your engines when you're using this brand of Super Sheep today. 7th walk for Reynolds. And Zarilla is 0 for 1. He has walked and scored. Popped up. Barra takes off the mask. Makes the catch against the screen. 1 out. Brings up Billy Goodman. Billy is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Hasn't taken the bat off the shoulders yet. Popped up again. Second verse, same as the first. Barra reaches back and makes the catch. Here's Tebbets. Birdie 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And there's a high fly ball left center field. Keller tracing back. And that's why they call it Death Valley, where base hits go to die. No runs, no hits, the errors. No errors. Very good. You're the first one to get that. Herman's Hermits. From Enery the 8th. After 5.5, it's the Red Sox 2, the Yankees 2. So Bobby Brown, Joe DiMaggio, and Yogi Berra to face Kramer here in the 6th. Brown's 0 for 2. A high ground ball to Goodman. He'll take it to the bag himself, 1 out. And so, if you joined us late, I'm not sure if it was the Windows update I ran or the Action PC Baseball update I ran, but we're back up to full screen. Cosmo. You spell it like Kramer. Kramer Cosmo. I'm not sure what you're getting at there, Elvis. Here's DiMaggio. Joey D is 1 for 2. He is singled and drove in the lone Yankee, or the first Yankee run in the first. To third, Pesky across the way, 2 out. For Berra, Yogi is 0 for 2. And everyone, and as Vin would say, and everyone was an Enery. Enery the 8th, I am. Cosmo Kramer or Cosmo Kramer? I believe it was with a C, wasn't it? YouTube can fill this one in too. Elvis Matthews asks, is it Cosmo C-O-S-M-O Kramer or Cosmo with a K? Pitch to Yogi. Up the middle, Stevens cuts it off by the bag over to first, and that will retire the side. Yankees go in order after 6. It's still 2-2 the score. So pitcher versus pitcher. Reynolds versus Kramer. Jack has a sac bunt and is 0 for 1. Remember the computer handling the Yankees because I play the Red Sox, home or away. Kramer strikes out. A 1-2 fastball on the inside corner, 1 out. So through 27 batters, Reynolds at 124 pitches, 6 1/3 innings. Just the 1 hit, you'd think he'd be on an easy streak. He's allowed 2 earned runs. That came on the pesky double in the second. He has walked 7, however, and struck out 3. Salapsky Smurf says, just to update your street cred, not mine. I'm happy with mine. Second verse, same as the first, was also in the Ramones tune. I did not know that. This is not the type of discussion you'd have on a Fortnite stream. Pitch to DiMaggio is a base hit left side. Keller picks it up. So Dom is on with a single, and that will do it for Reynolds. And Joe Page will come in. So lefty versus lefty, pitching change coming to you from the Bronx. This is appearance 48 for Joe Page. He is due to bat 4th in the bottom of the inning. He is 6-3 with 17 saves and an ERA of 2.58. Against the Red Sox, appearance number 7, 10 1/3 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, all earned. He has walked 5 and struck out 9. His record is 1-1 with a save and an ERA of 3.48. His nickname is Fireman because someone had to be the first. September 5th was his last appearance, so he has some rest against the A's. An inning and a third. He gave up a hit, a run. It was earned and walked 3. So overall, 76 2/3 innings. He's certainly not going to get 135 1/3. 62 hits, 3 homers, 26 runs in total, 22 earned. He's walked 54 and struck out 59. So Pesky, Williams, and maybe Stevens. Wrong New York team. You missed all the hockey talk, Dave. Pesky has doubled and drove in both the Red Sox runs in the second. Throw to first to Maggio back. There's a ground ball to Coleman. This might be 2. Rizzuto for 1, and they're not going to throw. Pesky will reach. 2 out for Williams, who is 0 for 2 with a walk. And Williams won't even come close to his 162 walks. He's at 105, which is still pretty amazing. Page throws to first. Pesky is out. They got Pesky napping. Stretch time, 2-2. Elvis says, I'm an old-timer. Are the Ramones a singing group or a name of a song? Well, I think you would consider them a singing group. But they would want to tell you they were the kings of and forerunners of punk rock. And so they are not the doo-wop band that would sit on the stoops. They are pure English punk rock. I'd play some for you, but YouTube would not like that. They are probably best known for their song. I Wanna Be Sedated. 24 hours to go, and I Wanna Be Sedated. There. That's as close as we can get to that. And it is not... I'm not sure, Double Z, did they do a version of Henry VIII, or did they just throw it into one of their songs? Keller, by the way, is at the plate. He's 0 for 2 with a run scored. Into right field. Zarilla rides the Schwinn. 1 out. Zarilla gets some grass stain. John thinks they're American? I thought they were English. I'm sure you are right. Gardner left again. He's not showing up on my list, so... the Ramones are not on my wheelhouse. Not to be confused with Victimone. Congratulations. That's absolutely right. No, I see what you're... Ramones English or American, Dave? Here's Johnson. Billy is 1 for 2. He is singled and driven in a run. And that came in the 4th. Though they borrowed the line, Judy is a punk. I have an Aunt Judy, and I certainly wouldn't call her a punk. They're from New York City, which is, of course, America. But if you want to play the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, it was a British colony at one point. Pitch to Johnson is a base hit into right center field. DiMaggio picks it up. So 1 out here in the 7th for Coleman, and Johnson is a threat to steal. Jerry is 0 for 2. Kramer throws to first, and Johnson is back. Now the Red Sox will pitch out here. See what they do. Johnson stays, and Coleman just takes it for a ball. And now they're going to have to concede the steal. Runner stays put. Ground ball to first. Goodman throws to second. Stevens for 1. Back to Goodman. Coleman's running. God, no! He's safe. He is safe. They get the lead runner in Johnson, but they can't turn it. So it's 3-6. 2 out for the pitcher, Joe Page. They use Page in the right spot, but do they use him to hit here? He's 1 for 8 on the year. Here's where the AI can come back to sting you a bit. He should hit here. He will hit here. It's a ground ball to Door. He throws to first, and that will retire the side. They got the leading lady, and man, did that hurt. No runs, a hit, and the Yankees leave a runner on after 7, 2-2. So Williams, Stevens, and Door to face Page. And look at that. Williams' average drops to 196. But a 20% chance of walking. Here's the pitch to Williams, and he strikes out! He struck out, he swung on and missed a 1-2 change. And Williams flips the bat, 1 out. And the Yankee fans in the crowd cheer. Here's Stevens. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Page delivers. And there's a ground ball that's going to get in the hole on the right side. Mapes picks it up. Infield guarding the lines. Brown and Johnson in their Adirondack chairs. Here's Door. Bobby is 0 for 2 with a walk. But it was his error that allowed the tying run to score in the 4th. Got him! He swings and misses at a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. So 2 out for Zarella, who's 0 for 2. He has walked and scored. So a tight one here in the Bronx. 2-2, 2 out, top of the 8th. Page's pitch. In the left field. Keller comes in, makes the catch. A diving stop on the grass, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. We go to the bottom of the 8th. This one has been all that in a bag of chips. It's 2-2. So Kramer comes out, and he's faced 27 batters. How you doing there, Mike from the truck? 7 innings for Kramer, 103 pitches. 3 hits. He has walked 2 and struck out 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and an error for the Red Sox. They've left on 7. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors, and the Yankees have left on 4. Rizzuto is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Kramer's pitch to short. Stevens deep in the hole, throws to first, 1 out. Brings up Mapes. He scored a run on a walk. He's 0 for 2. By the way, the Yankees lead the season series 10-5. So they play 6 more times after this, and at least 3 more times at Yankee Stadium. In the left center, DiMaggio, all sorts of room. Dom's there, 2 out. It'll be Goodman Tebbets in the pitcher spot for the Red Sox in the 9th. Bobby Brown is 0 for 3. Kramer deals. Into right field. Zarella is going to run out of real estate. And it's foul. Somebody from Yonkers made that catch, and the count is 0-2. Kramer again. Lost him. So Brown draws the walk. A full count fastball down and away. And that'll bring up Joe. He's 1 for 3. He has singled and drove in Mapes in the first. It's 52 RBI now on the year. They lose him for a few weeks. Brown gets back as Tebbets tries the surprise play. DiMaggio is able to play in the last weekend of the season, which in real life mattered. It should not matter in this replay because the Yankees hold a 10-game lead. Did Joey Ramone make the catch? He could have made the catch, absolutely. DiMaggio strikes out. Kramer got him on a curveball in there at the knees. So the Yankees strand their 5th runner. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the 9th. This one's tighter than a tick. It's 2-2. So Goodman, Tebbets, and Kramer. Maybe. Kramer, pitch count-wise, can go the 9th. But I think it would depend on what Goodman and Tebbets do here. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. Struck him out. Got him on a curve swinging. So Page is retired 3 by way of the K. And that brings up Tebbets, who's 0 for 3 with a strikeout. The Yankees have pretty much done everything right. The Red Sox have stranded 7, the Yankees just 5. Page's pitch to third. Brown over to Johnson, and that will bring up Kramer with 2 out. That's true, Elvis. You should frame that inning. You had Teddy Ballgame striking out and Joey D striking out in the same inning. I bet that did not happen too many times. I bet you're right. Kramer 0 for 2 with the strikeout. The Red Sox bullpen is some kind of awful, so we'll try to let Kramer do the 9th. Berra, Keller, and Johnson will come up for New York. Kramer hits a base hit into left field. So only the 4th hit for the Red Sox. And that brings up Dominic. Dominic is 1 for 3. He has singled and walked. From the stretch, up the middle, blast a diving Coleman. Kramer will hold at second. And the Red Sox got something cooking here off a page. Johnny Pesky has doubled. That came in the second, and that drove in both the Boston runs. He has walked. He's 1 for 3. So only the 5th hit for the Red Sox. Got to be careful. I'm not sure Kramer can score on a single. If he hits one to Keller, he might, or Mapes. Ground ball to short. Rizzuto goes to Coleman for the sure out, and that will retire the side. Red Sox strand 2. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. It's cardiac time, bottom 9, 2-2. So Kramer will get as many outs here as he can. It'll be Barra, Keller, and Johnson. Yogi is 0 for 3. And any runner here for the Yankees is the winning run. In the right center. Back goes Zorilla. The Yankees have won the ball game on a Yogi Berra walk-off homer. I can't show it to you, but trust me, that was well struck in the bleachers in right center field. There wasn't a ballpark in America going to hold that. So Yogi Berra, who was kind of struggling, but makes the Yankees' magic number for the moment 11. So Yogi Berra is our digital dice MVP. Jack Kramer throws a 4-hitter and loses. In plus stuff, he really pitched well. 8 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. A homer to bear the difference. He walked 3 and struck out 2. Could have gone 153 pitches. 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error for the Red Sox. They fall to 72 and 63. The Yankees 85 and 49. How about that? A Ballantine blast. There, I'll even do you one better. From Yogi Berra, the difference. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. So Joe Page goes to 7 and 3, 2 2/3 innings of 3-hit ball. He struck out 3. Could have thrown 61 pitches. Allie Reynolds was not sharp. 6 1/3 innings, 2 hits. Well, Ron, how can you say he wasn't sharp, only allowing 2 hits? He gave up both the Red Sox runs in the second. He walked 7. And in typical 1949 fashion, it didn't hurt him. He struck out 3. So the magic number now is 11 on the Yogi Berra homer. There's only 5 other games. Oh, my goodness. Is that a quality start? Yeah, quality start, by the way. 6 innings and 3 earned runs. That's definitely a quality start. The Cardinals shut out the Cubs 10-0 at Sportsman. Howie Pollitt, a 4-hitter. He strikes out 5, walks 2, in a 10-0 drubbing of the Cubs. He goes to 12 and 6. Lade, or Lottie, goes to 3 and 9. Joe Garagiola, 2 for 4 with his 5th of the year, and drives in 4. The A's beat the Senators 5-2. Washington with 14 walks. That's a lot of walks. Marshallton goes to 1 and 3. White goes to 3 and 8. Ferris Fain, 2 for 2, 3 RBI, and a double. Detroit beats Cleveland, so the Yankees' magic number is now 10. Virgil Trucks goes to 17 and 5. Early win, 4 and 11. Ouch. And Dizzy Trout picks up his 5th save. Pirates beat the Reds 6-5, and 10. Walsh goes to 1 and 2. Fanovich 5 and 6. Phil Macy 4 for 4, his 4th of the year, and drives in 2. Dave. The White Sox beat the Brownies 3-2, so Chicago has a 7-game winning streak. White 11-12 now. Ferris Fannin 4-12. Luke Appling, all aches and pains. A double, a stolen base, and a walk. So the standings, the Dodgers and the Cardinals are now tied. The Giants are 5 back. Remember, it's the Giants and the Dodgers Tuesday and Wednesday. And Thursday will be the Giants and the Cardinals. You're welcome, John. One of my irritating viewers says, the magic number is now 10. I unsubbed. Another rigged game. Who do I complain to? Is there a form I need to fill out? All right, so tennis, remember 11:55, because I got to be done by 1:30 or 1:40 at the latest. Yeah. Circular file number 13 at whocares.com. That's who you send that out to. All right, thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow for tennis. Bjorn Borg and Rafa Nadal in the best of 3. I'm Ron Zucker. Thank you so much for watching. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody.